Magic the Gathering has to be one of the most paused SJW woke brands out there. And Wizards of the Coast, of course, has just been terrible over the last couple of years. Not only here, but with their Dungeons and Dragons stuff, where they're trying to redo their fantasy races so we can't compare them to the black people, which is weird. I always tell these people that, like, hey, I wasn't comparing orcs to black people in my head. That's you. That's on you. And now they're trying to protect witchcraft. This is something completely absurd and crazy. And this is next level Magic the Gathering going insane. Let's get into the news. All right. So this is from Bounding Into Comics. So thank you, Spencer. Magic the Gathering head designer says Wizards of the Coast is avoiding the term witch because it's, quote, a real-world religious identifier, considering, quote, retiring druid and shaman for the same reason. Now, witches and druids and shamans are very common in fantasy. Paladins are common in fantasy, and paladins are, of course, soldiers on behalf of Jesus Christ. But hey, we can still have that. It doesn't make any sense. Eventually, all real world things end up having a sort of transition into fantasy stuff when you get into fantasy culture and these things like this. So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever that they would do this, but they're doing so just to like virtue signal to witches is what it comes down to at the end of the day. To witches, they want to show that they are a real religion and that they should be respected, which is totally not the case. Obviously, witchcraft is evil. It's been condemned for centuries and, thousands of years, millennia, because of all of the problems associated with it. It's conjuring dark magic. It's conjuring devilry. It's conjuring evil spirits. And this is not a good thing by any stretch of the imagination. There's a reason that they had witch burnings back in the day, and it wasn't just to be mean to women. It is something that you don't want around your community because you don't want to invite these sort of evil spirits in at the end of the day. And so trying to make them some sort of legitimate religion in the eyes of Magic the Gathering players is absolutely ridiculous. They should be the black mana card evil sort of creatures that they absolutely are. And this is what a vampire is. This is what a demon is, and anything like that. It makes sense to put them in something that's an evil setup like Magic used to have before they went absolutely crazy. But this is the truth. You can't call good good and evil evil anymore. You are supposed to pretend that evil is good. You're supposed to pretend that good is evil. And it's supposed to be a big psyop and a big just sort of mess that you get gaslit all the time, 100% by media. And there's an intention to this. And of course, back in the day, you remember all these like moms and all that. My mom didn't want me to play Magic the Gathering for one, because they always said like, oh, this is going to be promoting Satanism. It's promoting satanic things. And it is Magic the Gathering. You're pretending to be conjurers, conjuring evil spirits and evil minions and things like that. So it does make sense. And it did. At the end of the day, we used to make fun of that when we were teenagers and this was coming out. But at the end of the day, these moms were looking out for our best interests, and they were warning us that these companies are inherently evil that are doing this. And now the mask is completely off with the witchcraft being respected by Magic the Gathering. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.